What is going on, everyone? This is Ninja Geek here, and we, of course, are bringing you some Star Wars Battlefront gameplay, the moment that I've been waiting for, the moment that I hope you have been waiting for. Here's some Star Wars Battlefront beta gameplay. Disclaimer, of course, this is a beta. This is for beta footage, and right now on your screen you're seeing the PlayStation 4 version, but eventually we are going to swap over into the Xbox One version, going to be comparing the differences between these, and there's not a lot of differences between the different versions of Battlefront, but I wanted to make this video just so that I can clear the air between the beta. You know, of course, this is only beta, so don't come to this video and think that this is the actual game. Maybe sometime in the future when the game comes out, I will do a comparison video, but for now, since the beta is free on both consoles, I highly recommend you check it out on whatever console or PC that you own. And yeah, so the Star Wars Battlefront beta, first of all, I'm going to say my impressions, then we're going to get into the comparison. My first impressions of it on the PS4, because that's where I played it first, and that's the gameplay you're seeing first, is that the game is amazing. I think that the graphics are outstanding. Now, I heard somewhere that the graphics between, obviously there's differences in the graphics, which we're going to get into later on, but the graphics on the PS4 are outstanding for this game, and it literally, I've only played the Battle of Hoth so far, but I'm going to go and play more the other things that they have to offer within this game, but so far the Battle of Hoth has been an amazing experience, and it's free, people. It's free. Even if you're not into Star Wars, maybe you could get into Star Wars with this. I've always been into Star Wars since a child, and you know, all the movies and stuff, and this game coming out and the movie coming out later this year, it's just going to be an amazing time for anyone who is a Star Wars fan. But that's my first impressions of the game. I really like it. Some people thought, and we're switching over into some Luke Skywalker gameplay, I have to kind of get used to him more. I played with him once before, I think this. I've also played with Darth Vader, of course, but, you know, it's taken a little bit to get used to it, but here I think I get on a good run with Luke Skywalker, so I thought I'd add it in, and also to show the smoothness of the PlayStation 4, and we're going to be swapping into the Xbox One soon, but some people say this game acts sort of like Battlefield in a way, or before the game even, you know, came out, before, like when the trailers were being released, when the leaks were coming out about this game, and I can honestly say that it does not feel like Battlefield at all. This is it has kind of like the same type of engine, but I think it's its own game on its own. The only thing that's kind of similar is the connections, which are very good because Battlefield actually has dedicated servers, unlike Call of Duty, Activision. But so yeah, so we're running around as Luke Skywalker here, and now I'm going to get into the comparison between Xbox One and PlayStation 4. So of course you're seeing some Luke Skywalker gameplay on your screen right now. The graphics of the PlayStation 4, I believe, are not 1080p. I believe that they are like 900. I believe I think that's what I read. So yeah, the PS4 is definitely not at 1080p. I mean, it looks like 1080p from where I'm standing, but you know, I mean, that could all differentiate, but from what I read, it's 900p, and the Xbox One, I believe, is 720p, and when I'm playing in-game between the different versions, I can really definitely tell that the Xbox One has less of graphics than the PS4. If you're a big guy on graphics and displays, go with the PS4 one, because it looks a hell of a lot better than the Xbox One, and I can really tell the difference between both of them. Maybe not so much in this video, you won't be able to tell the difference just because of the way that I render it out. I mean, you know, I rendered out normal, but just because of the way that the video shows up on YouTube and everything else like that, I don't know how that's going to end up playing out in the long run within, you know, you watching the video. So now we're swapping into the Xbox One gameplay, and what do you notice immediately off the bat? You think that the video is kind of laggy a little bit, maybe you're losing connection. No, that's the actual game, people. This is the actual game on Xbox One. I am stunned. Aside from the graphics part, which we just talked about, which the Xbox One has less graphics than the PS4, the frame rate drops. I mean, on PS4, I heard that some people were getting low drops up to 50 FPS, or low as 50 FPS, and then going back up to 60. I personally haven't experienced that on the PS4. I've pretty much been at all 60. Maybe it dropped here and there a little bit, but I honestly didn't notice it on the Xbox One. However, I just wanted to throw up. I mean, every second, the game is so laggy, and I played a couple matches with different teams, so I know that it's not the connections. This is pure frame rate lag. It is pure frame rate problems, and it drops. Like, it'll be like 60 FPS, and then as soon as you start moving, it'll drop down to 30 and below. It's really bad as far as my experience on it. You may have had a different experience on your Xbox One, but for me, It's pretty bad here on the Xbox One. Along with the graphics and everything else. I mean, if you're planning on playing this game with friends on the Xbox One, then go ahead and get it. But if I were you, if you were picking up a new console, I would go with the PS4 version of this game, which I'm probably going to end up doing because, honestly, I mean, I want a good experience when I'm playing Battlefront. I want a good experience when I'm playing any game at all. But, and this game on Xbox One for the beta so far hasn't delivered it. Maybe they'll update it or something within the beta time, and maybe they'll fix these problems. But as of right now, at the time on October 9th of me recording this video, the Xbox One has terrible frame rate problems, and the graphics are a bit better on the PS4. And those are the really only differences between the two. Other than that, you can still get, up, I believe, up to rank 5 in the multiplayer. They're basically the same exact game, except for the slight problems that the Xbox One has. That's really it as far in the beta. So leave a like if you did enjoy on this video and subscribe for more content. Leave your thoughts below on if you played the Battlefront beta. And right here is coming up and is an example of how laggy it got, right? So you can see right here, I mean, the whole game kind of like froze, and I thought my Xbox froze for a second, but no, that's just the actual game. So that's really it on the Star Wars Battlefront video. Like I said before, leave your comments below on what you think about the beta, and if you played it, what are your thoughts and all that. And coming to the future on my channel, there will be a ton of videos coming up. Black Ops 3 just got some more information announced today, at the time of me recording this video, of course. About different things about the maps, and there's just a ton of stuff about the new specialists. So I look forward to a video coming probably tomorrow on explaining some of the things within there. I'm excited to do that, as well as on Monday I'm going to be, of course, starting up my Walking Dead review series that I've been waiting to come back since The Walking Dead comes back on this Sunday. I cannot wait for that, as well as I did get the Xbox One preview dashboard, the new one, the one that is coming later to everyone else on Xbox One in November, I believe. So I will be doing some sort of a review on that, showing you how to use it and how fast is it actually, because they could say, oh, this experience is fast, but you never know how fast it is. So I got a ton of videos planned anyway, so if you want to, you can click subscribe, and I will see you on whatever my next video happens to be. I'm Ninja Geek. I'm out. Peace.